And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elite Series League of Legends Division 2 promotion tournament into Division 1 with me, Fresh Tana, and of course, on my side, still the wonderful, the beautiful Daniel.
Yeah, thank you very much, Fishtana.
Yeah.
I mean, it's witnessing history that we are doing here.
Definitely. It could be PERTINAX in finals for promotion. Just think about it.
Yeah, it could be PERTINAX in finals for promotions, and if they're going to crush whoever is going to be against them in finals, I'm just like, that's crazy. They didn't even make playoffs again.
Yes, it's really funny.
In any of the splits. Crazy. But yeah, they are really showing up these days, and I think that's wonderful.
Definitely. It's always a pleasure. And
Okay.
but actually, and that's serious talking for me. For someone who, like Macula, and for someone like even for the whole squad. I mean, I like Mr. Hub as well, but especially Merlin and Macula for me are like two of my favorite players in the whole universe here. Universe of Elite Series, of course. And I just like them, and if they would promote, it's cool, isn't it? Just a little bit.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it would be great for them, and yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm still a little bit tilted that they won against ESLOL yesterday, but it's okay.
I think that never happened, man, dude.
Yeah,
you told me that it never happened.
They just started in the lower bracket because they.
Oh no! You got spoiled.
She bobbing it into my wound here.
It's important. Oh
yeah.
No! There it is again. Just do it one more time for the fans.
Okay. Yeah, we can see ESLOL is in the lower bracket indeed. I mean, they have been placed there just because I mean, the org said ESLOL is too strong. We have to put them in the lower bracket. And then of course Folkly is in the lower bracket because they lost to Dynasty. But what you can see there is match 1 that never happened.
Match 1 never happened.
Match 1 never happened. No. I'm just kidding, of course. PERTINAX really putting up upset after upset here, and maybe they can upset today as well against Dynasty. Now, Fishtana, what do you think Dynasty has to change in order to not let that happen?
To be honest, I think they did not even play bad last game. I mean, especially Dark UniQ, it's such a tragedy that he lost this game. But sometimes that happens. I think they...
But yesterday was the same. Like, ESLOL didn't even play bad. It was just... Like,
no.
At some point,
no. That's just sold from you. PERTINAX is a good team. They deserve to win. They deserve to win against Rift as well.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
I think it's the same today for Dynasty. Both ESLOL and Dynasty, they are able to get those leads that they need. But then, yesterday and today, the favorite team is just throwing it away. And of course PERTINAX is punishing that. And they are doing it really, really well. Like, I'm not saying they don't merit their wins. They definitely merit their wins. But part of that is also the mistakes of the enemies. And part of being a skillful League of Legends player, and especially a good team, is being able to punish mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. It's... Yeah, I think Dynasty should stop those bamboozles in the jungle. They did it, I think, in the first game with Rel, and then Rel is not support, Rel is jungle, and they did it now basically in both games where they lost. They bamboozled with the jungle. Just pick what you want to pick and don't lane swap. Not lane swap. No, don't swap a rule. I think that's they make maybe a little bit too much of mind games. Maybe they should just pick solid and that's it. No more mind games from Dynasty. Or please more mind games if they want to lose. Maybe, I mean, It would
Maybe
be a
that's
pleasure
their
for
plan,
for
right?
PERTINAX. Yeah, it would be. They just want to face the Rift loss. That's it. Dynasty
want
just
to
says they want to
I
crush
see.
the Rift loss out of this tournament,
Yeah, maybe.
and not in the final. They don't even want Rift loss to have the chance to promote. Just crush them before that. That's the plan. Anyway, we will see probably, and that's important. Now that we switched sides, Dynasty probably has banned Jarvan, and they maybe not have the room for bans because they banned Xayah and Kha'Zix now every single game. And the last PERTINAX ban always was Jarvan, then what Jarvan was open. But now Red Side probably has to ban it. And with that, Akali is open, Ahri is open, so we might see something like Akali Jarvan or something. Who knows? I mean, Jarvan is banned, but we might, or maybe they let it open and think we can do the counterplay as well. But that should be a first pick Jarvan, or maybe they bait them in the Jarvan again because it worked out for PERTINAX. You don't need to pick Jarvan, but they do.
This is going to be the first pick Jarvan now, and now the question is, how is Dynasty going to react to that? Will they also pick the Poppy here, which of course is a very good counter? Do they have anything else prepared for that? So now it seems like they're going to go for an Alistair, which of course also always punishes hard engages like the one of Jarvan. And it's just a very solid support currently. And then maybe the Xin Zhao, also something that has gotten a lot of priority yesterday. I think in 4 out of 4 games, Shredded played Xin Zhao. I mean, they lost 3 of them, so maybe it wasn't that good of a pick, but good enough for them to constantly go for it again and again. And of course, Xin Zhao also says a lot about your game plan, because it's a very early focused jungler. And able to contest maybe Jarvan in that regard.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big contest champion, and also like the Alistair is a good pick to just knock him away, the Jarvan. So it's a good rotation against the Jarvan first pick. The big problem with that is there's no more Bamboozle in the jungle, because I think nobody will play things out on a lane. So we have no switcheroo, which is good, because last time they switcherooed, or the last 2 times they lost. So maybe it's a good strat to no more switch.
Just pick a jungler and you're true.
Yeah, it worked out in game 2, right? So why not do it here? There's Ashe and Rakan for the bot lane. So we might see a support ADC coming out here. Maybe the Kaiser, maybe like, well, in Kaiser Ashe is not a good matchup. Maybe the Varus again. Dark Q played a good Varus. Maybe something which gets out of the Jarvan. Yeah, like I said, something which gets out, and that's exactly the Varus, the Ezreal, and now the Alistair has even some room to roam, which is really good for him. In such a matchup with Ezreal, you can go for some roam plays. Yeah. And probably mid lane bans. Probably the Akali ban now gets tossed from Dynasty. They banned it every single time.
I really like the ESLOL here, because I think it can stay out of the like poke range of the Ashe and the Rakan, while still applying his own poke. So that could put the Dynasty bot lane here on the upper hand. And then with the Alistair, of course, PERTINAX is not really able to go for that full engage on the bot lane. Or at least it will be tough if they do go for full engage. So very nice bot lane, in my opinion, here that Dynasty has composed for themselves. And now we see an Olaf ban here against Dynasty.
Yeah, which is something new, I think, for the series. I think it's could telegraph that they want to go for a tank top lane. And I mean, even you have Jarvan. Why would you ban Olaf if you have Jarvan? So Olaf can't really play the game if you just lock him in a cage, right? So kind of strange. But Poppy ban comes out, which kind of even was a good option maybe for Dynasty themselves against Rakan and Jarvan.
I think the Poppy ban is a direct reaction to the Olaf ban, because Olaf would be a hard counter to Poppy on the top lane. So seeing the Olaf ban, Dynasty thinks, okay, JGS wants to play Poppy again, so they ban it. And then if Dynasty was already set on playing the Renekton here, which of course is a top tier top laner here, it makes sense for them to go for the Poppy ban here. But yeah. Still an interesting decision, because we talked about the Poppy also for Hazagi, so interesting that they are going to ban it.
Yeah, I want to predict the mid laner for Dynasty. I believe it's Orianna or Syndra. Just to do a prediction for the last pick, I don't know.
Okay.
But I think it's Orianna or Syndra. Both fits really good. I mean, both don't really get out of the Jarvan thing, but it's really good wombo combo, or it kinda stops some of those engages with Syndra at least. Sylas, but no Sion, and Syndra now for PERTINAX. So at least I predicted Syndra, but for the wrong team.
For the wrong team, yeah.
But if we see Orianna now, then I'm
Orianna
fine.
for Dynasty here, because I think the Orianna works perfectly with their comp.
Yeah.
You can put the ball on Xin on that engage, have that wonderful wombo combo working for them, which I think can be very strong. You bring some disengage to the team, which works well. But in the end, it's going to be a Xerath here. And what do you think of that?
I don't like this draft from Dynasty. Like, the first 2 picks of PERTINAX are hard engage. And then they even have a Sion now who wants to hard engage. And you pick
so
poke.
You expected me to say something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can see the cam. I wanted to... Anyway.
Okay,
so you just
saying...
picked more poke into hard engage. That's not... I mean... Why are you doing that? And especially, like, Seraph against Syndra Jarvan, there will be a big, like, not a tomb. What is like this thingy where you go camping with? It's a tent, not a tomb, a tent. Yeah, there will just be the biggest tent in the world. I mean, this Jarvan will probably eat together with Syndra. I don't know. They will just play cards all the time. I mean, Seraph, they just need, and the biggest thing is, I would actually try to get Flash out. So do a little invade. Just try to get Flash. Maybe Rakan jumps on her or something, and she needs to Flash or something. And after that, just babysit. Level 2 gank, level 3 gank, level 4 gank. Just kill the Seraph. Seraph can't survive this lane. You have always like maybe he can flash like the Jarvan comp, but he can just flash at once. And maybe they have, and with the range of Syndra, with the stun range, you can just stun him into combo. So he's just dead. It's unplayable. This mid lane matchup and the team comp is unplayable. I say PERTINAX wins 3-1 now.
Okay.
What
so
is your
PERTINAX
prediction?
in finals, okay, our job is done here today. They lost the draft according to Verstana, so everything is over for Dynasty. Bye.
Yes. No, what's your opinion? No, what's your opinion? What's your opinion?
No, I'm just kidding. I actually am not that critique on
I'm not
the
criticizing the draft, I'm just saying which one is better.
No, I mean, it's your job to criticize it, and it's my job to criticize you. As we're starting into this second, or no, actually fourth game here between PERTINAX and Dynasty, where our job is to criticize the teams, which we are going to do now. And we can see Spectator doing some changes there. But yeah. What did I want to say? I wanted to say that I think the Dynasty draft isn't that bad. I like actually the fact that they went through with the comp, with the poke comp. I think Xerath and as well, like Isolated, work very well together. And I mean, they do lack some team fight here, but if they can make that work with the pushes, and especially if they can make the Renekton work and have him as a split pusher, I think they can win early game here, and then they can snowball from that. If Dynasty doesn't win early game, then it's going to be a tough time for them.
Yeah, that's true. especially this. I think everything in this game will be played around midline. Just kill Frankie. That's the big game plan. On the other side, you could go for an early top lane gank, just killing Cyan. He is unmobile. Just stun into knock up. He's dead. Especially before you get some tanky items, he's always dead in such a 2v1. Just get your crocodile rolling and just go for some really smart roams, because Ezreal should be always safe. So I think that's the game plan for Dynasty. Roam around with Craplord and Humelu, and play for Hazaki in the early game. And on the other side, just kill Frankie. If they don't kill him pre-6 2 or 3 times, PERTINAX did something wrong. That's my opinion. But I think they can kill him at least 2 times pre-6. Without any pressure, without any problems. Just take flash and kill him after that.
I agree with your game plan for PERTINAX, I think. I don't agree with your game plan for Dynasty though.
Okay.
I think, I mean, I agree with the part of get Renekton ahead early, like give Renekton one gank, and I think from that on, Renekton will be fine on the top lane. You should focus on bot lane, because getting the Ezreal ahead will also do so much for your team, and we have to look at the players as well. It's Dark Unique we are talking about. He is such a good AD carry, so getting Dark Unique on that Ezreal ahead will give you such a big snowball to play around. And if Hazaki is then leading as well, Frankie, we know Frankie as the super safe mid laner, right? So I don't think PERTINAX will succeed in killing him once, let alone twice in the early game, and he will scale afterwards.
Yeah, I mean it's just played bad from PERTINAX right now. Why let they freeze him, and why, I don't know. Syndra just did not crush the wave, she just slow pushed the wave, then she got frozen on. No, she lost flash. It's not the best case, you could say. It's kind of sad.
Okay, PERTINAX lost game 5, let's go. No, I'm just kidding, of course. We have a bit of a play here on bot lane. Dynasty playing this aggressively, however, Makala is there to save the day now. We have Ignite ticking there on the Alistar, who's getting very low, has to flash out there, but it's going to be first blood by Mishap, who is flashing behind, and now Humelu is there as well. Turn this around once more for his team. Leolas dropping very low, kill going there to Humelu, second kill going to Dark Unique, and that's the lead the Ezreal wants there on the bot lane, and in the end it's a 2-for-1 here for Dynasty.
Do you know something? I have a slight deja vu about a Sing Zhao ganking bot lane and getting 2 kills.
From where?
Game 1?
What? Sorry, I didn't really follow game 1.
Oh man. Game 1, Makala did the same basically. But he got 2 kills. This time Dark Unique got 1 as well. Which isn't too bad, but I just want to say it.
Ooh, and we have some kills falling. Sorry, I was distracted by the chat answering Zilix. It's 1-2 for, or 2-1 for PERTINAX, by the way. As you can also see in the top right. So just watch the overlay.
I know why you are distracted. I'm just a tiny bit distracted as well, just because there's at the moment a promotion tournament for the Prime League as well. So first and second promotion. So maybe on my second monitor, who knows? And it's 2-for-2 as well, and so it's a really good series as well to watch. Anyway, but yeah, PERTINAX is behind, and that's exactly what you said. Dynasty needs to get ahead in the early game, and that's what I do at the moment. Really good.
Yeah, the question is, will it be enough? But for now it looks very good. We're 5 minutes into the game and they already have 1k gold lead and 4 kills. So yeah, and especially also very well distributed kills. I mean, they didn't get something on the Renekton, which is a bit sad, but also Renekton picked Cull. So you will have that small spike in about 5 minutes anyways, and then you have 2 kills already on the Xin Zhao, which is for now great if he can put it to use on other places on the map. For example, on the top lane, it's going to be just great for Dynasty.
Yes, that's true. So, at the moment, everything works out for Dynasty here so far. Which could mean that we see a 5th game, who knows? But I think the third game looked well for Dynasty as well, and they somehow dropped it, so nothing is over for PERTINAX. First Drake goes to Dynasty, because they just have the stronger jungler at the moment, from stat-wise. So
and also
we
they
maybe
had the
see a
priority here
steal.
on the bot lane, right?
Yeah.
Which helps, and yeah. First Drake being claimed here, but that makes sense, of course, for the more early game focused team here and for the team that, as we talked about, has to win the early game.
Yeah. That's true, that's true. That's, I mean, nothing is over. I mean, last time both teams got 3 Drakes, so definitely there could be a lot happening top lane now.
Yeah, top lane now, JJS already quite low, and Xerath is coming in. Frankie with those clutch ultimates from Xerath there, taking that kill for himself.
Yeah, that looks kind of good for Dynasty. Just another kill, and like the funny thing is that this jungle mid lane duo, Humelu and Frankie, 2-0 and 1 both. In my opinion, Makala and Merlin should have done that in the early game. I mean, it's Seraph mid lane. I can't. You can just kill him.
Hazari with the aggressive flash on the mid lane, on the top lane, and now JJS is being attacked here on the mid lane as Craplord is going for these roams we've talked about. He can do that, of course, with an Ezreal on the bot lane. Not so much for Leolas, having to defend his immobile Ashe much more. Might be caught here by Makala, but Humlu is right around the corner, so they won't go for any big engages
Oh
there.
no, they want to kill Frankie. Finally.
Yeah, at least he gets the plating, but that's only a small thing. If you get shut down by Makala there, and even Craplord is joining in, but for what? As Leolas is decently pushing him away.
No. Finally, some sign of life coming.
Relief for PERTINAX.
I mean, and it's so easy. I mean, all you need to do is just flag and track, and Syndra's done. So this time they used the Rakan, but just go for it. I mean, he still has flash, so but you can always outplay it. Just wait for the flash and then ult. Like flag and track, and then you flash and then you ult him. Or others, or the other way around. Just run at him, flash, ult. He flashes out, flag and track. I mean, he has no escape. He literally has no escape. I know. And you have so much burst. Just kill him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Xerath is a very immobile champion. I mean, of course he has his stun, he has his flash, but apart from that, he's a very, very, like, vulnerable target. I wanted to talk a little bit about the top lane matchup, because that's one we also saw yesterday. I think the window where Renekton wins the matchup is slowly closing in on him. So far he hasn't been able to get a really substantial lead here against JJS, and at some point JJS just gets too tanky for Renekton. I mean, of course Renekton will still be able to like farm decently and push out his lane, but he won't be able to exert any kill pressure, and now maybe the play here on the bot lane. However, Umelu and Craplord not able to get any CC out here, and with that no play being possible. Hazaki there in a bit of a dire position as Makla and Merlin are closing in on him. Now he even dies there. And that gives JJS a good time to farm their own top laners. Maybe the next dive here on the bot lane, with Frankie's ultimate even coming in as well. JJS, however, immediately with the TP down there to help out his bot lane. And now Humulu tries to go for the burst there onto Mr. Hub, but will it be enough? Ignite is still ticking, and the ESLOL ultimate comes in to do the job. And even Humulu might be able to get out of that. No, in the end, it's going to be the shutdown on the Xinzao. Going to the Wakan player here. In Leolas, that is.
Yeah, that was a close one. But no, another sign of relief by PERTINAX. Just 2 more kills for Makela. And that's something. I mean, from 2-0, now it's 2-1 for Humulu, for Frankie. So they lost their shutdowns, they lost their lead. And Makela shows us that Merlin and he can actually play together and just kill a crocodile. I mean, they could do the same with Frankie, but they killed the crocodile, so I'm pretty stoked. And that's exactly what they can do every single time. And now the crocodile again. He just over pushes, just run at him and kill him. I don't know. But that's the problem with proxy farming. It takes a lot of jungle resources to kill him, and it's not really worth it. But we might see a Drake play at the moment. Humulu is there. Ward gets placed. And Humulu, Makela is near, so he can try to go for a steal. Now he gets spotted.
Yeah, but still, Dynasty isn't doing much about it. Now they're even abandoning the Drake here. Kind of giving it up. In the end, it is Makela who is able to steal the Drake, and on top of that, they do get the kill onto Craplot here. So this is going well for PERTINAX so far. Humulu does go in again to get the kill on Merlin, but it doesn't work out for them this time. And Merlin trying to be the dodge king here of the ultimates of both Frankie and Dark UniQ. But of course, it just can't work out. Not everything can go perfectly here for PERTINAX. But still, so far, very, very decent from PERTINAX. And they are really keeping up against an early comp here from Dynasty.
Yeah. It just gets back into the game. Their claws deep in Dynasty, and they stole a Drake. What I wanted to ask you, you said Dodge King. It's a dancing queen.
Then it's a dancing queen. It's a dodge king and a dancing queen.
He tries to do a dancing queen. Young and sweet. Da, da, da. Come on, it's ABBA. You cannot say Dodge King. Dodge King. I mean, probably yeah, he's male, so Dodge King. But I mean, dancing queen. Not an ABBA fan or something?
Yeah, I mean ABBA is great, but yeah, it was the first word that came to my mind. Anyways, I think PERTINAX can already see the finals for me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just look at the performance, and I mean this story. It would be just for the story. I would like to see it. It's kinda the same thing like with Reapers from last split, where I always said it's the Cinderella story and so cool. The team from the qualifiers getting into Div 2, getting into playoffs, getting into Div 1. What the story as Italian org and stuff. And this time, it's like the team which got never into playoffs, no maybe making the one. I mean, what a story! Just for that, just for the script which was written before the league even started. Just for that, I would like to see
of course, it's all scripted, right?
Yeah. It's plot armor. It's Makela's plot armor. No, Merlin is a wizard, right?
Yeah.
And like I think in the spring split, I always said Merlin is trying to pull out rabbits. I mean, someone dies. No, it's not real. It's not important. Don't cast it. Don't cast it. Like Merlin is pulling a rabbit out of the head. That's what I said in the spring split, because in summer he did not really play a lot.
It's just a huge shutdown there for Dynasty.
Yeah, I don't care. And like Merlin is this black wizard who scripted the whole thing, because he can magic, right?
Yeah, I mean that's also why you don't care about kills for Dynasty, right?
Yeah,
because it's all scripted anyways.
No.
Oh, we have a pause.
That's why he did not play on Summer Split, because he knew he will be in the promotion tournament anyway.
Yeah.
Merlin is just a black wizard. Trust me.
Okay, I don't know if I can sign that theory, but okay.
Sure, 100%. I'm really sure. He was just, and I mean I was writing with him one day, and he said, "Yo, I have too much to do and real life, and you know."
But I'm
But
the one
actually,
already, anyways.
yeah, but actually he knew he will be the one in a couple of weeks anyway. He just concentrated on other stuff to then do the great comeback. I mean, Merlin is just insane. At the moment, he gets he gets outplayed by Frankie. Not outfarmed, but outplayed. But it's just irrelevant. Plot armor. 3k gold, plot armor. I don't know. That's all I want to say.
Okay, we will see if the dark magic from Merlin will work out here. But yeah, for now it looks okay for Merlin. I mean, Dynasty still has the lead in this game, but is the lead big enough for their team comp? We know that the top lane matchup is slowly getting to a point where Hazuki isn't able to do that much anymore against Sion. We know that Xin Zhao is going to fall off. We know that the Ezreal at some point, although we are still far away from that, is also going to fall off. But for now, Ezreal still has some like power spikes to hit, right? He has the more mana still to get. And I think at that point, Ezreal really starts to become a champion. So that's at least one silver lining here for Dynasty, and something they can look out for.
And there's the Herald. Got placed in the mid lane. They tried to instantly kill it, but it's not happening.
Oh, and he should be able to claim that tower here. However, to what cost? Rapport is dropping quite low there. JJS is already in the back line. However, Dynasty is fighting back, dealing some decent damage down to JJS, and Merlin also is in a difficult position there. But now the engage from Dynasty onto Romelu. Will he go down though? The answer is no. That Jarvan is just surviving forever, and with that it's 3 more kills going to the counter, 4 more kills going to the counter of Dynasty here, as Merlin is just, as Frankie is just hitting this ultimate perfectly here on his Xerath.
And that's just the good karma Romelu got after like so many unlucky moments. Like, do you remember botline dive where he almost killed Mr. Hub but did not kill him? And then in the river where he almost killed Merlin but didn't kill him because they all survived with like a slither of health. And that's exactly what happened here. Romelu somehow survived it and healed back up, and they won the teamfight. So at least some karma got back to him. The plot armor crackles.
Yeah, we have now objective bounties starting to kick in here for PERTINAX, but of course, knowing these two teams and knowing the last few games, we know this isn't over at all here, because these teams really like to coin flip stuff and to like just throw it away once you already had it. So yeah, can Dynasty bring that snowball home this time is the question. But it's a huge one by now. I mean, 7k gold lead in the 18th minute is nothing to overlook.
Crocodile tries to do the bolo.
Yeah, however, can this really work out? The best of PERTINAX now joining in. They are going immediately onto Craplord, dealing that damage as well now with the Ash. Against the ultimate, however, it will be a bit more tough, but they will end up succeeding and getting the kill there onto the cow.
Just 1 kill. The crocodile is still healthy.
They are still healthy, but they are still going after him. Humulu now joining up there with his top lane in order to defend him, but the tower will still be taken down, I think. Okay, no. PERTINAX has to back away all the way here. Of course, not knowing where the rest of Dynasty is. Or at least not where Dark Unity is.
Yeah, that's crazy. But Dynasty could maybe do it. Now they try to engage.
Yeah, Hazagi will get out some decent damage there, but will also eat some decent damage as they are able to take out Mr. Hub here. Hazagi is still alive, and it's going to be the double kill there for the Xinzao player on the side of Dynasty.
It's just a Gore Drinker difference. Gore Drinker Black Cleaver on 2 members. They just hit their power spikes, and on the other side it was just 1 item power spike, so just more damage, more sustain, more everything. And with that, they even rush down a Baron at 20 minutes just because they are too far ahead in this game. And so that could be maybe a quick one. It just has a ginormous lead, 10k after 20 minutes. A Baron buff, and yeah, I think after maybe 1 good team fight, they could even end just because they are so far ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're totally right. Like Dynasty really has hit all their power spikes now. They got Godwinker Black Cleaver on both Renekton and Xinzao. They have Liandry's on the Xerath player as well as Whistle Mask. They got Trinity and Muramana on the Azrael. So they got on all positions. They basically, this is now peak Dynasty. As good as the comp gets. I mean, of course, you can still build more items, but this is their power spike. And because they're hitting it so early, I mean, we're only in the 20th minute, they can ride this power spike for very long now.
Yeah.
And now, even with Baron buff, they are really going to try and use those spikes to get even closer into the base there of PERTINAX. PERTINAX having to use all their resources to defend.
And I mean, they have the Pokemon, so defending a turret, it's kind of painful.
Yeah, they have to do that with kind of an engage here. And they are really going in. Leola's quite low there. Craplord already getting getting a lot of damage. However, he still survives. Mr. Hub goes down first for PERTINAX here, and so does the rest of the team. And with that, PERTINAX quite low already, and now Hazagi coming in from behind, cleaning it up completely. There's the ace for Dynasty. They are not saying goodbye to the finals just yet, making sure, and they are going to try to go for the finish even here, I think. And I think they might be able to pull that off. Makala in 2, Mr. Hub in 3.
Could be the closest game of the series, the fastest game of the series so far.
Yeah, they do get, however, the cow now. It's down onto Hazagi's out as well. I think it isn't over just yet. PERTINAX still can't fight this. They do get Frankie now. Oh. Will they also get Dark UniQ? Dark UniQ is kiting for his life here, and Leolas, of course, alone cannot do it. JJS is now there as well, so is PERTINAX Merlin here. And they will get Dark UniQ here as well. In the end, that's a lot of gold going to the pockets of the mid laner from PERTINAX.
Yeah, but the big shutdown went onto Rakan, which is really, really painful in such a situation. But at least they survived it, and at least they can maybe get something out of it.
In this position, nothing is painful except for losing your Nexus.
Yeah, true, but I mean, losing now or losing in 5 minutes. But in 5 minutes, one of your carriers could have like added a lot of gold, right? Yeah, but I mean, nothing they could change. Nothing in such a situation, especially with the game on the line. Of course, Rakan cannot let him survive. But still, it's like the sad thing about the space defending. Drake is spawned, but it's not the best soul, so nobody's really going for it, or at least PERTINAX cannot defend it, cannot try to go for it. They're still 10k behind, but it's just 10k after 24 minutes, so I think the percentage, if they are 10k behind at 20 and now 10k behind at 24, is a little bit better, just time-wise, but still it's a big gold lead.
It is a big gold lead, and I think, as we talked about, Dynasty still has definitely some time to roll their power spikes here. They are dealing just so much damage with their poke there. Now maybe the Hazaki going a bit too deep there into the backline, but no, you won't be punished for that. Mr. Up going down, JJS going down, 2 members down for PERTINAX. Merlin is very, very low. 3 members down actually for, no, 2 members, so for PERTINAX. And now Dynasty is closing in there on the bot lane, getting that tower. Leolas tries to defend there with a nice knock-up. But the Nexus, of course, is already open. Merlin will get taken out here, Leolas as well. And this has to be game for Dynasty, who say, we are not done yet in the upper bracket. We will take this to a game 5.
Yeah, game 5. Silver Scraps. Yeah, sometimes people enjoy best of 5s because of 5 games. Sometimes people are tired and want to go work tomorrow, so 5 games. But hey,
I only have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, it's banger
totally
series, and just for this banger series, I like it. So
yeah, and I'm really
best
happy to see if PERTINAX can hit finals like straight to the upper bracket.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could happen. So just enjoy your little break. Enjoy this banger series. Just listen Silver Scrapes on your phone or something, because we will get Silver Scrapes, but not as music for our break. But it's a Silver Scrapes moment, so just hear it, ding, ding, and then we all say whoop 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 or something. Anyway, see you in a break. See you soon, and have fun.